Friends, in my previous video lecture, I had covered 6 of the phrasal verbs with the term put. Let us look the next 6 I'm going to explain. So the very first one that's written over here is put forward. Now what does put forward mean? We are going to look at a few examples over here before we go to the definition. The first one says, he put forward his plans to construct the bridge. Now, he is suggesting or he is proposing his plans to construct the bridge, of course. There is a full stop to be placed after the bridge. So, that means he gave his idea, he suggested some of his idea, he proposed some idea to construct the bridge. So, we are clear with the first sentence, the meaning we have extracted out from the sentence. Propose or suggest. You could also say, like, for example, President put forward new plans to bring peace among various countries. So he planned for some ideas, or he proposed some ideas to bring peace among the countries, among various countries. Okay, the next one says the people were asked to put their clocks forward an hour. Now what do you understand by the sentence? The people were asked to put their clocks forward. That means you are going to change time to a later time zone. Okay? Change time zone to later time. I hope this one is clear, put forward. Let's move on to the another one. Okay friends, the next one is put in. See the sentence over here. I put in my extra time to revise for my papers. That means you are giving your extra time, you are taking out time, a little more time to revise for your papers. That means you are contributing, right? The next sentence says, he is going to the office to put in for the post of manager. Now how do you take it out as? That means he is going to request, or he is going to apply, or even he is going to submit his CV for the post of manager. So put in also acts as apply, to submit, or to request. In the final sentence, the aeroplane put in at the airport before half an hour. See, it's very clear. The meaning is arrive. Put in means arrive. So that means the aeroplane arrived at the airport before half an hour. So instead of saying arrive, you could say put in at the airport before half an hour. Or you could even say as the ship put in at the port before half an hour. Okay, so various words can be used over here. It could also be used that the ship entered a harbor or a port. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The term or the next phrasal verb, put out. Look for the first one. They worked for straight 8 hours to put out the fire. That means put out over here, you can easily take out the meaning from this word, that is extinguish, right? They work for a straight 8 hours to extinguish the fire. So next time when you are using the term extinguish, instead of that you can use put out over here. So the first sentence is very clear to us that they were trying to put out the fire. So they worked for a straight 8 hours. Look at the next example. You are requested to put out your pets before entering my home. Now, personally, I don't even like pets. So, anyone who is not interested in pets and they don't want them to be at home, they could pin it out at their door and say that you're requested not to bring your pets. So, that means put out means over here place out. Place outside, right? Place out. Let me write it over here. Place out. First one was extinguish. Okay. Now look at the third example. Don't put out your bag trying to lift the cupboard. Don't put out your bag trying to lift the cupboard. Now what does it mean? You are going to injure some part of your body, and especially the bones. So you say this term it as don't put out your bag, okay, trying to lift the cupboard or trying to lift any heavy object. Okay, but that means to injure any part of body, especially the bone. Since I don't have a space over here, I'll just write injure a part of body. Okay, the next one. The textile mill puts out 6,000 tons of yarn on daily basis. Now what is the mill doing? It is producing 6,000. So instead of using the term producing over here, you could write the textile mill puts out 6,000 tons of yarn on daily basis, right? To produce. I hope these three idioms are clear to you. Let's move on to the next one. Put through. See the first example. Please hold on while I put you through the text department. Now what meaning do you take out? Just take a few seconds and see the sentence very carefully, what it is trying to say. Now do you get the meaning? So let me explain. Please hold on while I connect you through the text department. So instead of using the term connect, you could say put you through, right? I hope this is clear. Connect. So we are using the term put through over here instead of connect. You know, it looks very nice when you are using phrasal verbs while you are talking to someone, or while you are writing something, or while you are constructing sentences. So it looks pretty good that you are using phrasal verbs. Let's move on to the next one. After all the loss the company has put me through, I'm still there. So I'm giving you a few seconds over here, ponder over it, and then try to explain yourself what the sentence is trying to say. Okay, fine. So I wrote over here that the company had a huge loss and I am still working over there. That means cost to endure. Okay, you're still there, you're bearing it, though the huge loss was made, but you're still there. You're still trying to go in the company. You are going in the company on daily basis. Okay, or you could either say after my wife or after my husband hurt me, or after my husband has put me through a lot of fights, I'm still there. So you are still staying at home. I hope this is clear. Let's move on to the next one. We have our fifth one over here, that is put down. Put down the gun slowly before I make my move. Now think of it yourself what the sentence is trying to say. Let me give you a few seconds. Okay guys, I hope this one is very much clear to you. It's very easy. That means to stop holding something. I could even say put down the knife before you hurt yourself. So that means stop holding. So next time when you are using the term stop holding, you could use put down. Stop holding. Okay, the next one says we put down a $500 deposit. That means we simply paid a $500 deposit to pay. So we have put down a $1,000 deposit, or we put down a $1,000 check in our account. Fine, let's move on to the last one, that is put together. Look at the sentence. The child put all the puzzles together, turning it into a beautiful home. A few seconds to all of you to please ponder over the sentence. Okay, you must be clear with the sentence. That means to assemble something or to join parts together. Assemble, joined parts together. Okay, he turned it into a beautiful home by putting up all the puzzles. So instead of using assemble or joined parts, you could say he put all the puzzles together, turning into a beautiful home. The next one, look at the next one. The United Nations put together a list of countries to resolve the global warming issue. That means they have chosen some people to form a team or a group. Thanks a lot. See you in the next video.